welcome back. Today we're looking at one of the most highly anticipated pieces of rolling stock ever to hit the market. It is the Trinity 3281 two-bay hopper from American Limited. We've got both the Union Pacific CMO scheme here and the WSOX. There are some other schemes available. MSRP is $48.95. Lots of deals to be had out there on the internet. I will put a link below. Personally, my purchase was through DCC Train out of Cincinnati, Ohio. But let's take a look at what you get with these Trinity two-bay hoppers, 3281 style, right now. All right, let's unbox this beauty. There are 6 different road schemes. I will list those. And this is a CMO, which stands for Chicago, St. Paul, Minneapolis, and Omaha Railway. The shortened reporting mark, though, is CMO, which just covers that Chicago, Minneapolis, and Omaha. But as you notice, I pull this out of the box. The plastic cover is still in the box, so it kind of slid out without it. But this inner casing does have a plastic cover, just like most of your rolling stock or your locomotives do. Got some nice plastic bracing on the car here. So this is a very modern day piece of rolling stock. I'm going to go ahead and zoom in so we can look at some great detail. So let's take a look at some of the details on this car. I'm going to start at the end here and work my way around as you are used to. First thing that really pops out to me is they've got scale couplers. The couplers are actual scale size. They're working couplers, so they actually work. I would hope so. This is a piece of rolling stock. But it doesn't have that trip pin, and that adds to the realism of this car. If you look on the edge, you have the photo etched coupler walkovers. Now that's right above the coupler, right there. You can see that walkover area. That's for the crews to access the coupler area, access areas of the car. You see all the ladder detail on the end, the crew access ladders, where the bin of the hopper actually curves in to the inner areas there. You've just got nice details and durable. The crew access ladders are very durable, yet prototypically thin. Then you can look at the reporting marks and everything. I kind of looked at this. I didn't even really need magnification for anything, but I looked very closely and everything's legible in print. It looks really nice. You can see the ribbing of the car. They made that pronounced just like on the prototype. Now you got road specific details, so different roads are going to have a little bit of different variance on this. You've got the safety reflective striping on the side, the Union Pacific shield with Building America there. You have the build date of the car, the load weight, all that located on the side, all those specifics. You look down at the actual bays, the 2 bays here, and you can see all the bay detail they have, including the doors and the 1640 cubic feet specifications written there on each one of the bays. You got the bracing in between, which is accurate, all the way to that actual hole that goes through to the other side, which is accurate for the prototype. Then you have the bay doors below here with the actual hinges and riveted details. This car is just super nicely done. You could tell they really focused in on all the details of this car. Now looking at the top, you see more of the same detail here. You got the photo etched roof walk. It's the same material they used for the photo etched coupler walkover area. Then you see all the hatches. There are 5 hatches on here, as you can see, and the paint is evenly applied and nicely done. You've got separately applied grab irons, which are wire formed grab irons, so they're nicely done and they are not molded into the body like some of the less expensive rolling stock and less detailed rolling stock out there. Let's look at this end, which is a little different than the other end in the fact that you've got the brake wheel, you've got piping inside, and some storage tanks there inside that housed area. You have the coupler cut lever, which is made of plastic but very durable. So I move that along. And then this support area bracing right here is really durable as well. It's just the most durable yet prototypically thin tooling I've ever seen. And then you got the photo etched coupler walkovers, and we mentioned the photo etched roof area as well, but you've got these separately applied grab irons that are wire formed grab irons separate on this car. You've got some really nice truck detail. You see the bearing caps, nice correct color, everything looks nice. The springs in the center of the trucks, kind of hard to catch on film, but really nice. Overall, super detailed car, but the car's looks can be one thing, but we also need to know how it operates. So let's go ahead and move into seeing what it weighs and how it rolls along. Alright, so let's go ahead and put this to the scale. It is tared out in ounces. And get it to stay. 3.6 ounces. That's 0.103 kilograms. For anybody overseas, 103 grams. So again, 3.6 ounces. Now getting this to stay, I don't think will change the weight. Nope, it's still 3.6 ounces. So head it off a little bit because it rolls so freely, but 3.6 ounces on that scale. So nice NMRA compliant weight to it. Let's see how it rolls. So I've never done an actual roll test on a piece of rolling stock, but we're gonna move this along and see if there's any sort of drag on this whatsoever. Now my layout is mostly level. There are some areas that I couldn't make level completely, and we're gonna see if that points these out to me. Looks like it does right there. I mean, it's just super free rolling. So I get it moving here and it'll go until I stop it. So the layout is obviously not perfectly level, but pretty close, and this thing still rolls freely. Guys, I see no sort of drag on this whatsoever. This thing is gliding along like somebody lubed it up with a few sticks of butter on the wheels. I mean, it's just, there's no sort of resistance whatsoever. And I know resistance on rolling stock because there's certain companies that are notorious for having, you know, rolling stock that needs a lot of attention, and this is not one of them. So real nice on operation too, pretty cool, and I'm pretty impressed with these products. So the layout is currently down, so I will not be able to show these in operation because I have about 12 of the, or I have all the road numbers in this Union Pacific. I've got all the road numbers in another couple schemes, including TILX. So maybe a run by a little later when I get the layout going, but for now I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this review up. Well guys, I got a little ahead of myself because I didn't show you the other scheme. This is the WSOX. Now on the logo it says Win Bay Sand. I'm not up on this scheme. I'm not up on what all this road name is about, but I wanted to show you the scheme and show you how some of the road specific details change. As you see, one thing that pops out of you is the top of this one only has 3 hatches, where the other one had, I believe, 5 or 6. So they really did their research on the prototypes. Another thing that I noticed on the different versions of the road numbers is the safety reflective markings here. You know, some go up and down, some go horizontal, vertical, just a couple different options there. But these guys really looked at the specific road name and that type of 2-bay hopper and executed very well on this model. It rolls freely, which means I can pull long trains without getting drugged down or having to put 5-unit lash ups on the train with just, you know, 30 hoppers. That doesn't look too prototypical when you got to put a bunch of engines on a short train. So it's cool that I can run long trains. It's cool that they covered all the details. I actually like the fact that there's not a magnetic trip pin because they're not used that much these days, and it adds a bit of realism to the coupler and the overall car. So very impressive from American Limited. I doubt this is the last we hear of them. I think they're on to great things. They really did a great job on this car, executed well, and I would highly recommend you guys check out these cars. Thanks for watching, and I will put a link below to where I got my cars, which is dcctrain.com in Cincinnati, Ohio. Put a link right there below to their website. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time right here.
Thank you.